Check out this moment between mother and son. Miracle Mom Mona from Middletown comforts her son Kyle here following a recent heart procedure. Boy, it just tugs at your heartstrings, doesn't it? Kyle, by the way, is now home and recovering.
That's really what this is all about, right? It doesn't get any more real than that. And your gift stays local to help families right here in the Susquehanna Valley, and they need your help. Over the years, you have helped to purchase heart monitors, ultrasounds, equipment for Lifeline, and the list goes on.
And on and on and on. By making a gift, you're making the hospital really the best it can be for children now and also in the future. And you never know when you might need a miracle as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that almost all of us know a child who has needed Penn State Children's Hospital or one of its many clinics around the region as well. You can give in honor of that child that you know. Just go online to WGL.com. If within minutes, maybe seconds, you can make a miracle happen. It's really easy. Just go online.
And all week long, we've been saying the kids can't wait for the pandemic to be over. They continue to need care for all sorts of reasons. And Caden from Hershey visits the hospital every week, and we tagged along during one of his speech therapy appointments.
Sir.
D.
D.
Can we hide our tongue when we say D? Sir.
Sir.
D.
T.
If.
X.
How did you sound? Thumbs up or thumbs down? 2 thumbs up. I agree. I'll take your
Megan
marker.
works so wonderfully with his
For 1
personality.
second, I'm gonna go get tape.
Maybe she's like that with all the kids, but what I see with my child is that they just really click,
Chabuli.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
and she knows how to work with his goofy personality.
What else did you do?
Caden has a number of communication disorders. The most obvious is apraxia.
What is your favorite food?
So his brain kind of knows what he wants to say, but
You can pick anything.
the muscles aren't coordinating and listening to the brain to make the sounds.
Usi.
Good, get those good fish lips.
Usi.
I'll put the tape on and then you can go ahead.
He was great. He is, always willing to try new things. He came on, Megan! And I'm like, Caden, it's so good to see you.
Friends, remind me one more time, how do we make those?
It was great to be able to see my kiddos during that interim period and make sure that they continue to receive the care that they
2
needed.
thumbs up, I agree. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
And then when I said we were finally coming back and gonna get to see her in person, he was so excited, and he actually was running down the hallway leaving me because he just could not wait to get back to
All
work.
right, now can we sit down and practice? Perfect.
Boy, what a difference. Mom sitting right beside us and just him being able to sit across from me,
Well. CPA.
You got it. Hershey.
Yeah.
smiling with each other has been wonderful.
Buddy, thanks for working so hard.
I'm still smiling.
And Miles, we are still smiling too. Miles, by the way, is from Mount Wolf. He has a rare autoimmune disorder and has spent many weeks at Penn State Children's Hospital.
He has, and he's one of more than 100,000 kids. Think about that number who are treated at Penn State Children's Hospital every year.
Incredible number.
So, please help fund the resources that save these kids' lives and improves their quality of care. If you've given already, we want to thank you for that. If not, time's ticking. We only have a few more minutes left before we announce the big total. So now's your chance to make a miracle happen. Just visit our website, WGAL.com, make a donation. Any amount will help. And if you give monthly, that's an easy way to have a long-term impact really here as well. Remember, Hershey Company, they're still matching your gifts.
You'll help to fund programs like music therapy and art therapy, which help to bring comfort and healing to patients and their families. You also help to fund Child Life, which helps kids adjust to hospital life through medical play. And when COVID-19 hit, this service didn't stop. Take a look.
The Child Life program is part of our Children's Hospital team, and we work with pediatric patients and their families to help normalize the hospital environment. We also help families and children to worry less about being at the hospital and to lessen their anxiety. So during the pandemic, the Child Life program has been able to provide the same level of care and support to our pediatric patients and families as we would any other day. We've just modified to ensure we're practicing social distancing and being able to provide the same types of activities to patients that would help them to normalize their environment. So one thing we've been using is technology. We've been using technology to run bingo through our closed circuit television channel. So kids can turn on the TV in their room and play bingo along with the rest of the kids in the Children's Hospital. They call in, they can win a prize, and they're able to engage in bingo just as they would if we were in a group, but we are now able to do this virtually through the television. We also have a restriction on visitors right now, so we're helping kids to stay connected with home and with siblings by using FaceTime on our iPads. We're facilitating conversations among siblings who can't visit at the hospital at the moment, and we're able to help keep everyone connected that way. We also have a great cart going around to patients and families, so we want to ensure that the parents still have breakfast and are taken care of for meals during the rest of the day. Right now our Ronald McDonald team is not able to be at the hospital, so we're helping to fill that gap and take care of each other during this time. We've also been looking at building staff morale. So sidewalk chalking, the sidewalks out front of Children's Hospital in the main entrance, where our staff are coming in every day and getting that morale boost coming and going from work because they are taking such great care of our patients and families. And finally, we have been practicing yoga with our patients and families. So we have a child yoga and mindfulness instructor on our Child Life team, and she has been offering simple suggestions to families of deep breathing exercises and yoga poses that help kids to feel calm in a sense of an emotional anxious state. So if you'd like to learn more about the yoga and mindfulness that we have been practicing, you can visit our website and watch our video.
My mom knew about you before I was even born. When I was in her belly, she was really sick. So sick she was in the hospital. From her bed, she watched the telephone where people like you gave money to help people like me. People purchased an incubator, just like the one I needed when I was born at 25 weeks. I needed new blood, eye surgery, and other help, but the doctors and nurses took great care of me. I still need help sometimes, but I can do other things that kids can do. Thank you for giving me the gift of growing up.
And here's Addison just a few weeks ago visiting her rheumatologist to evaluate some pain she was having in her knee. Turns out she does have some fluid, so she'll need to continue physical therapy, may even have to have that drained as well. So we'll have to keep up with her.
Absolutely.
On that one.
And kids like Addison continue to need our support as they grow and face challenges, and that's why we're asking for your donation tonight. Another reminder, by the way, you get this t-shirt drawn by Owen, Miracle Child, just 9 years old. He did a great job on this. $35 a month at least gets you this, or $420 for a one-time donation. By the way, I mentioned on there that he spent more than 199 days in the hospital. That's how much these kids need the service.
10 surgeries, that little guy.
10 surgeries.
And I know he'd love you to wear his art, so
yes.
He wants to see his t-shirts out there. In addition to the Hershey Company's finale, the big hour here, the Miracle Match, we want to give a huge shout out to some other companies that really stepped up, that provided the matches earlier this week. The Giant Company, Geico, Turkey Hill, and Schollenberger, Januzzi and Wolf. Thank you so much for helping out.
Also, a big thank you as well to Highmark for providing a $40,000 online miracle match. Thank you so much, Highmark.
Hi, I'm Dan Honorato, Executive Vice President of Corporate Affairs for Highmark Health. Highmark is committed to the health and wellness of our region. That's why we're supporting the Children's Miracle Network Telethon to benefit Penn State Children's Hospital. Highmark has contributed $40,000 to be used as a match for gifts made online. We know that kids can't wait for things to be back to normal. Children continue to need the hospital right now. So please, give if you can at WGAL.com. Thank you.
When I grow up, I want to be able to talk, even though I was born without a tongue. When I grow up, I want to walk on my own. When I grow up, I want to learn to paint. When I grow up, I want to drive a car. Now when I grow up, I want to photograph the world. Thank you for giving me the gift of growing up.
I've never had anything wrong with me until that day when everything happened at once. I was 29 weeks pregnant and I was on my way to work at Hershey Medical Center. A 16-year-old just didn't see the light. He hit me in the driver's side door. My first and foremost was, Lillian, is she gonna be okay? When I moved my neck, I knew something wasn't right, and I went to move my extremities, my legs, and I couldn't feel my left leg. Once we got to the trauma bay, then I told him that, look, my husband works here too.
The phone call came from the ER chaplain at the time. Chaplain automatically makes you think she's gonna die. So I dropped everything, ran as quickly as I could to the ER.
They basically kept me stable until they lost her heartbeat. And then once they lost her heartbeat, that was it. They rushed me right to the OR. The doctor says, we have to put you under. We're gonna have to move your neck. There's a good chance that I wouldn't make it out, but you know, she may. I said, well, do what you need to do. Just save my daughter. So I didn't think twice.
Yeah, I get to say goodbye, but it wasn't long enough.
And I said, if anything happens, it's name her Lillian Coral. And that was the last time I saw him. When they woke me up after 7.5 hours of surgery, they said, congratulations, you're a mom. It was a really good feeling, but I knew that there was a long road ahead for both of us. They told us that it didn't look good.
She was so young and so underdeveloped at that point. There was a lot that she had to go through to get to a viable stage.
Besides her lungs not being developed, she had a heart issue. She also had a grade 2 brain bleed. She went through a GI type of infection. I wanted to be right by her side, but I wasn't able to, obviously, because I wasn't stable enough to do that. It was a week before I met Lily. I was on one floor fighting and she was in the NICU fighting. Today, Lily is 12 3/4 if you ask her, but she's still my little girl.
I love to dance, I love to sing, and I do that a lot. It's super fun for me, and my mom could tell you, I do it every day. When I grow up, I want to be a singer or chef, because if I were a singer, I would be able to share my voice with the world, and if I were a chef, I could make people happy with the food that I make. Oh, we're doing 2?
She's an eclectic, fun-loving, happy kid.
I can't ask for a better daughter, I really can't. No. Due to the brain bleed, her fine motor skills are just a little off. Sometimes she feels discouraged because other kids can run faster or they can do this better than what she can do. But she doesn't let it faze her.
You can beat your boundaries. You can beat those problems that happened to you in the past. The past can't define you, your future does. Just because a challenge seems hard doesn't mean when you face it, it will be hard. I've done 5Ks. The people from Children's Miracle Network have meant to me a big deal because they've kept me here, they kept my mom here, and they've probably saved my dad a lot of emotional distress. And it's awesome that they help all these different kids with all these different problems. If
you go in a NICU at Hershey, take a look around. Almost every piece of machinery, bed, everything in there, there's a little plaque on it. And it says donated by Children's Miracle Network.
Without the donations and the sponsors, they wouldn't have that, and I don't know if I'd have her.
My message to the people who support Children's Miracle Network, I can never thank you enough.
Don't stop donating. It helps so many kids, and you're helping kids. You may not realize it right this second just by donating $1, but $1 can do so much.
I think what you can learn from Lily is really just never give up. I think she has a very, very, very awesome future ahead of her. Yeah, she can do anything.
All right, you
All
ready?
right. Yeah, no, I'm excited for
Because
this.
this is where it all counts. This is where we
Yeah.
get to check out our final total.
Yes, this is where we get to see all the amazing donations that you guys have given. So here we go. Let's take a look at the final total for this year's telethon.
Wow!
Oh my God, the generosity is amazing every year,
You
here,
know,
right?
I tell you what, you, the viewer, steps up every single year because you know that they see a need in this community and they know where that money goes. And it's important. This money stays right here in the Susquehanna Valley. It's important for you to know that. So every single penny you give stays right here and it goes to help make some more miracles happen.
We missed having all the Miracle Kids right here with
know,
us.
right?
That's just the way it has to go this year. But thank you so much to all of them again for being a part of this. They still brought all of their big smiles to this, which always makes a big
Well, hopefully we'll
difference.
get to see them next year, right?
We definitely hope to see
and they're
them
going to be
next
so
year.
much more grown up than we see them last time.
We will see you back here next year, and the kids will hopefully be with us, and that'll be thanks to you because of the donations you make. You help the care that they give and get. So it is so important. We really appreciate it.
36 years making miracles
36.
happen. We couldn't do without you guys.
And
so
the 36th year was quite unusual,
It
right?
was.
It
It
really
was.
was. So thank you to everybody who was a part of this. We appreciate it. Your generosity is amazing. We'll see you next year, everybody.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.